This is Michael Schumacher's first ever Formula One car, and the story of how he came to drive it is totally mad. Back in 1991, the Jordan F1 team, which is now Aston Martin Racing, needed to replace its driver Bertrand Gachot after he ended up in jail after a pretty serious road rage incident with a London taxi driver. Schumacher was racing in sports cars at the time and had never driven around the upcoming Spa Grand Prix circuit, but got the nod after his manager lied and said he had driven around it over 100 times. He went on to qualify 7th on the grid, 4 places higher than his experienced teammate. The car is currently at DK Engineering, and it was so cool to get up close and personal with it. If you've only started watching F1 recently, it may surprise you at how simple these cars were. If you look closely, there are no flappy paddles behind the steering wheel. That's because this car has a manual gearbox. You would shift gears with your right hand. There are no buttons or switches on the steering wheel. Instead, you have a handful of switches on the left-hand side, and the cockpit is totally exposed and 100% on the floor. Schumacher never drove for Jordan again and was immediately poached by the front runners Benetton, and the rest, as they say, is history.